Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing top 5 free audiobooks I've read so far for the year of 2024, kind of like mid-year review. I'm going in the order of 5th to 1st, and on the 5th place is our very own I'm Glad My Mom Died. I'm a huge fan of Sam and Cat. I watched it after Ariana Grande became famous, and I saw in one of her videos she was imitating Cat's voice. So that's why I saw the show, and that way it is not available in India. So I saw it in some third-party website somewhere. So it was very nice, and I liked Sam's character. And then I got to know that Janet has written this book, so that's why I picked this book. This book is about Janet, her experience, her journey to TV industry, and how her mom played a very important role throughout this journey. And she speaks, or she what can I say, she opens the book of all the industries and all how backstage things of what we generally see on TV, and how the characters have their own life. We at this day and age, we do know that characters have their own life, but what all she faced and how she ended up in being in TV, and what was her experience, what all she faced. Basically, it's her story, her real life story. I went into this book blindly, and I'm not a non-fiction reader. I usually read fiction books, but so luckily for me, this book did not read like non-fiction at all. There are a lot of trigger warnings for this book, like child abuse, parental abuse, eating disorder. So if it is something which you want to avoid reading, then I would suggest you to go through it before starting this book. I was really surprised by this book, how it breaks the illusion of popularity and celebrity and glamour. And I know you cannot categorize a non-fiction book into a thriller or drama, but this book had all the elements in it. Storyline was amazing. I don't know if I can say amazing, because it was really sad. I felt so defensive. I felt so sad. I felt so bad for Janet for what she was going through. There were many times I started crying. I was feeling so bad. I wanted to hit someone. Why is this happening? So that's like a journey. Reading this book is like a journey. I cannot say anything more about the story or her journey or anything, because it kind of might spoil. So I will leave you at that. Narration was really good, and production house was really good. I'm really impressed. I was engaged, and I felt I cared about her. I cared about all the characters in the book. So yeah, it's a very good book, and if you're looking for reading a non-fiction book which is engaging and which is good, you can pick this up. On 4th position is Undone by Karen Slaughter. This is a third book of Wiltern series. You can read it as a standalone book also. It doesn't much have like carry forward stories or anything. So characters are the same, but the story is different. I'm a huge fan of Karen Slaughter. If you can see, I have so many books of her in my shelf to read already, and this Karen Slaughter's book always ticks the check boxes which I usually expect in a book. I'll give you a quick brief about this book, and this is all you need to know before going into the book. There is a woman admitted in the hospital who is treated by Sarah Linton. She is beaten very badly. There is sexual abuse and there is physical abuse. She is in a very bad stage, and Will Trent and Faith Mitchell are the investigation officers on this case. They are figuring out whether it is a serial killing or it is some hate crime, what it is. That's all. Karen Slaughter did it again. She nailed the book. I'm literally telling you, I was so engaged. It is a very huge book, might say 14 hours, 15 hours book, and there was a lot of chances where I could go bored or it could get dragging, but every 15-20 minutes something was happening, and it was so engaging. It was so edge of the seat. The thriller aspects, the mystery aspects, the surprising, the twists and turns, it was filled with that. I love the narration. I love the production house who did the audiobook for this, and Faith's voice was little annoying, but it's okay. It went with the flow. It did not bother me that much. Overall, it was a very good thriller mystery surprising book, and I really loved it. I love Karen Slaughter for this reason. Okay, now third is None of This Is True. This book we follow Alice and Josie. They both meet each other on their 44th birthday, and Alex and Josie is kind of like, oh, you're my birthday twin. So Alice has a podcast, true crime podcast, and she was in kind of a slump and she did not know what to do next. She did not had any idea, and Josie jumped and met her again and told her that, oh, I have something big happening going to happen in my life, and our meeting story is also so good. We are birthday twins. I should definitely come into your podcast. I'll tell you my story as and when it goes. And that's how they meet, and that's how the story starts. This is a very fast-paced, very engaging book. I have to talk about audiobook and their production. They did such a good job, especially for the parts where it was a podcast. You can hear it like a podcast only, and the white noise in background and how you hear the podcast was same like that, and whatever the expressions, the narration and the storytelling was awesome. This is one more Lisa Jewell book. Of course, it goes up to the board. And if you're already read the Lisa Jewell books, or if you want to start Lisa Jewell books, I would suggest this book. This is really good, really engaging, easy, fast-paced, and on-spot stories on very interesting, very surprising twist. Okay, this is where it gets weird and surprised me also. On second place is Fourth Wing. I want to start by saying I'm not a fantasy reader. Okay, I'm not a fantasy reader. I very rarely pick fantasy books. I've read 1 or 2 books from Nora Roberts, and this is my third fantasy book. I was kind of in a slump, and I'll be honest, my Amazon Audible credit was due for next month in like 15 days, so I had to pay and buy a book, or I had to read any free book. So I saw so many booktubers talking about Fourth Wing, so I thought, okay, let's try. And it was a very huge commitment. I say it's a very big book. God, I love this book. I love the characters. I love the dragons. Of course. I saw one of the booktubers year-end review video where she posts like small parts. I will attach the link in the description box. And whoever talked about this book talked about dragons. In this book, we follow Violet. Violet wanted to become Scribe Quadrant. They are like intelligence, or like the people who know down the history, and they have a lot of knowledge about all the elements and all the historic events and wars going on, attacks going on. So she wanted to join the Scribe Quadrant as her father. But she is forced to become Dragon Rider because her mom is, let me get it correct. Her mom is commanding general. So she forces her to not to join the Scribe Quadrant, but to go to Dragon Rider part. Here, becoming a Dragon Rider is very difficult because she is very thin, and in this world, dragon chooses their riders, and if the riders are thin, or if the dragons feels like this person is not capable or this person is not strong enough to become a rider, dragons kill them. Now for her, everything is do or die. She either has to survive and become a good dragon rider, or she's going to die. That's it, no middle way. So many things happened in this book, and I was so surprised. Maybe because I am not a fantasy reader, for me this experience, this journey was something new, something different, which I did not imagine at all. This is not that fast paced. As I said, it's usually, that's what happens in like trilogy or series book. They try to set the character, they try to set the scene. So it is not that fast paced. You might get little bored in between, but the narration and the audiobook is really amazing. The audiobook will keep you engaging. I love the person who did Dragon's voice, and the dragons are snarky. Dragons are sarcastic, snarky, and kind of rude, arrogant, and the person who did Dragon's voice was amazing. If you're not a fantasy reader and you want to start somewhere, or if you want to explore that world, I would definitely suggest this book. This book gives you a different kind of experience on how to imagine stuff which is not actually there. On the first place, for my surprise and for everybody who knows me, their surprise is Project Hail Mary. My top book for the mid-year is Project Hail Mary. This is a sci-fi book. This is my first sci-fi book, and I was so surprised. I loved this book. I kind of felt like I was doing some kind of cheating on my genres. This book is about Raylan Grace. He wakes up in a spaceship and he has no recollection of where he is. It's kind of like amnesia. So he doesn't know where he is. All his crewmates are dead. No, there's nobody in the spaceship apart from robots which are helping, which are feeding him. And slowly, as the time goes on, he starts remembering why he is there. And you kind of jump into two time zones. Like if he is remembering something here in the spaceship, you are taken back to the time when it actually happened. So that's how this story goes. He is basically on a mission to save the planet Earth. Planet Earth isn't really in danger, so he is there in the mission to save the planet Earth, to find a solution. His character is written perfectly. Martian, I have seen the movie, I have not read the book, but I loved Martian and the main character in the Martian, and this is similar to that. He has humor, he has what I don't know, he's a perfect package. Secondary characters are also amazing in this book. I love Rocky. You will know when you read the book. I love Rocky. I cried for Rocky. I was so happy for Rocky. Everything, every emotion. Because we are discovering what is happening, even as a reader, I don't know what is happening, what has happened, why he is in this spaceship. Even he doesn't know why he is in this spaceship, what is happening. So we both are kind of discovering things and trying to remember. He's trying to remember, and you are getting the clips of his past. So it becomes very engaging. I liked this style of writing where you are taken through the journey along with the character. The sciencey part of this book is not that complicated. I'm actually a little scared to read sci-fi books because I'm like, what if I get bored and I don't catch the sciencey things? But this is not so complicated. It was very easy. I totally believed in the story. I was there with him in the spaceship. I was trying to figure out stuff along with him. So that's how much engaging it was, that how much good the writing was. I'm in love with this book. Maybe this will stay as the top one book until I finish 2024. This book has humor, thrilling, mystery, drama, and mainly I want to stress on humor and emotion, sadness, everything. So go get this book. It's really good. So yeah, this is top 5 so far into the year of 2024. This is the section where I did free books, free audiobooks. I will do one more section where it is paid audiobooks, or in Audible you can buy it with 1 credit, and I will rate those books also. All the books which I have mentioned, I have given the links in the description box. Simple word. Description box below. You can go check it out. Please like and subscribe. See you guys in next video. Bye.